So here we go with the Grand Prix Masters, some of the very best drivers from days gone by, back in the cockpit and back on the track after what for some has been an awful long time.
I think the concept's great. The cars are great. The tracks that we're looking for to go, they look very good. I think it will be incredible for the racing fans, for the public.
Was very curious to see how was after so many years not having a go in a so competitive car.
Familiar names and a familiar tune, of course. And alongside the likes of Fittipaldi and Patrese, two British drivers, Nigel Mansell and Derek Warwick, plus other legends like Alan Jones, Rene Arnoux and Andrea de Cesaris, with Alain Prost scheduled to join in the fun at the next event.
It's very, very nice to see them all back in shape and back in a racing car, and we're back out on a circuit. That's what we always loved most.
It's quite demanding for especially for me, because it's been so many years that we've been off the pace that to get it back. He's slowly coming back.
As if seeing all these famous names racing each other again isn't enough, the cherry on the cake is that they're all driving identical cars. These 200-mile-an-hour machines may be brand new, but just like the old days, there's barely a driver aid in sight. So it's down to the skill and guile of these old pros to see who can come out on top.
The car, it's really interesting. It's a modern car. You change the gear very easy. And it's more easy to drive the car when I compare in Formula One in my time. And Nigel is very quick. Patrese is quick. Emerson, it's a good driver too. And I think it's really interesting in the first race in Kyalami.
It is great to hear that music again on a Sunday afternoon, isn't it? Now then, from a British perspective, obviously, though, the main concern is over a man who was Formula One world champion 13 years ago.
And Nigel Mansell has won. Mansell wins in terrific style. Mansell finishes and he's world champion.
I think it's a wonderful concept, and I think something that's been muted for the last 5 to 7 years. And I think all the organisers and the backers are to be congratulated, because it's taken a lot to pull it together. And it's a great opportunity for the fans worldwide and the sponsors to come to a race with all the old racers and actually have a very special race meeting. The whole series is an opportunity for people to touch the cars, meet the drivers, and have a different kind of atmosphere to what other races are. Any new series is wonderful for motorsport, and it can only complement all the series that are there now. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for all the Grand Prix Masters to have a race together and be on a level playing field. I think the car's very quick. You need to obviously be very fit and very aware. It's not a toy. 650 horsepower is plenty of power. The engine is very responsive, and the team are working great.
It is mighty hot here at Kyalami. The sun is blazing out of a cloudless blue sky, and conditions could not be better for this 30-lap GP Masters race, the first of what we hope and are quite sure is going to be an absolutely terrific series. We've had the driver photograph already. And just one bit of bad news. There is Alan Jones, one of the 3 world champions who are here. But I think Alan underestimated how strong these cars were going to be, and his neck has given in, and he's very sadly had to retire from the event. He's here in person, but not competing. You've seen what the cars look like on the grid, but what are they like technically? Well, let's find out.
It's a good, strong engine. It's got about 650 horsepower, and from years ago, similar to Formula One engines, it's probably only currently 150 to 200 horsepower down on a Formula One car. It's a very strong engine.
The brakes are not carbon fiber, they are metal. They are much more sensitive to brake. They don't stop as quick as carbon fiber. And the driver has to judge the pressure on the pedal to make a good, efficient braking. It's very difficult.
It's the first time when I drive with a pedal shift, and it's fantastic because you have always your hand on the steering wheel, and you stay flat, and you change with your right hand. You go down with your left hand, and it's very more comfortable when I use the gear like that with my hand, right hand.
I can tell you, compared to my old days in Formula One, this is a different story. I never had so much down and G-force on my body as I have it here in these cars. Imagine on a corner speed of 200 kilometers, feeling the 4 times your own body weight. I tell you, kind of an experience.
It weighs 612 kilos, which is only a little bit more heavy than a Formula One car, as a matter of fact. And, makes it for a very fast reacting and quite nervous race car. But, it's exciting for a driver, of course.
What happened in qualifying? This is what happened at the end as the 2 world champions who start on the front of the grid embraced each other. We're with Nigel Mansell.
And here's Nigel really going on his way. He drove 3 laps, which had got him actually onto the pole of the grid. He's coming up now, up into West Bank, 160 miles an hour, braking right down to second gear, lets the car feed out, trying to get every inch of grip. Remember, no electronics here. This is all right hand, all right foot, gut judgment, flat out, 160 mile an hour, left-hander downhill, pulling it back to the left-hand side of the road, braking very, very, very severely for the bowl. Second gear, it squirts out of here, getting a lot of wheel spin as they come out, slightly uphill gradient, up to the new chicane. They call it the King, but it really is a chicane, in my opinion. Bouncing a little bit off the curb there, power on, but an immaculate lap. You can't get this car too sideways. You lose time. Last corner as it comes into the bungee, comes out of it, slides the car right out to the edge of the road. An immaculate lap, and over the line he goes in 1 minute 33.4.
52-year-old Nigel Mansell in pole position, 58-year-old Emerson Fittipaldi, and there he is in what looks like a virtually identical car, except for the livery. And it is, of course, because they've got the same engines, the same Avon tyres, they're slick tyres, plenty of grip on today's conditions, with Ricardo Patrese in 3rd position. Top 3, Nigel Mansell, Emerson Fittipaldi, Ricardo Patrese. And jubilation at the end.
I was lucky the tyres came in. I hit them hard. The first set, I hit hard on the first lap and just went for the lap. And I think that was probably the best.
I'm very proud to be here with all these great champions, and it'll be a great show tomorrow. I mean, we're going to drive as hard as we always drove. I mean, qualify today was coming right on the edge.
I thought that we could be good friends, having a nice dinner and so on, but it looks like that no, we are here really to compete, because in effect, you can see this qualifying session was as it was 20 years ago. Everybody was trying maximum, and you can see from the time that we are really, all of us very competitive.